This is 3 News Daily.
Hello everyone, welcome back to 3 News Daily on this Monday, May 22nd. I'm Stephanie Haney here with the stories that matter most to you in Northeast Ohio. And we start with tragic developing news in Cleveland today, where police are investigating the deaths of newborn twins found in a garbage can on Cleveland's east side. Lydia Esparra has the latest for us.
Stand 3, you're headed to level.
Police head to this home on Ludlow, Cleveland's east side. Sources close to the case tell us babies,
1937, arresting homicide was requested.
twins, found in a garbage can. Nicole Shefton lives next door, and around 5:30, she heard a baby cry.
Like a newborn, like a baby that was hungry or something. And I'm like, Dad, she better feed that baby. But it didn't dawn on me. Like, it still didn't dawn on me.
This didn't dawn on anyone we spoke to in the neighborhood.
Now that I know why the police is here, it hurts. It hurts me.
Cleveland police tell us it was 2 infants and their deaths are being investigated as a homicide. The medical examiner's office identified the first child as baby Baker A, black and sex unknown. The second, baby Baker B, black, sex unknown. Sources also tell us the twins were born on Thursday and found on Saturday, and they were full term or close to it, and the mom, a teen. Shefton's daughter is 17 and says if she found herself in that situation,
I know she's going to be supportive. I wouldn't do anything like that, and I would work with her, whatever she has planned, and me as well.
I asked them again about a baby crying.
But you heard crying, like baby crying? Yeah, and it was like muffled, but it didn't dawn on us. We thought it was in the house.
And Shefton wishes another choice would have been made instead of placing a set of twins in the garbage.
I wish she would have just set them on my porch, you know what I'm saying? Like, but we don't know her story. We don't know if she panicked. We don't know anything, you know what I'm saying? We can't just assume that she just dumped them because she didn't want them.
Now, it is Cleveland police policy to investigate all child deaths as homicides. And we just learned this afternoon that Cleveland police say they found the 16-year-old mother who was taken to the hospital for treatment. We're staying on this story today. We'll share any new information we learn this afternoon and later tonight. Now, in Lake County, a 19-year-old has died after crashing his car on Friday night. This happened on Dock Road in Madison Township, where police found Matthew T. McCabe Jr. trapped in his Honda Civic. Firefighters had to pull him from the car, and he was transported to UH Geneva, and that's where he died. Police say McCabe lost control of his car while trying to avoid 2 other cars that were slowing down on the road. Officials say speed was a factor in the crash. In Cuyahoga County, the trial started today for the man accused of killing 25-year-old Anastasia Hamilton 1 year ago today. She went missing near Tower City last spring and was later found dead in an empty home in Cleveland's Slavic Village. Kenneth Banville was arrested in January in connection to Hamilton's death. Banville pleaded not guilty to charges of involuntary manslaughter, tampering with evidence, and drug possession. Now, to mark 1 year since Hamilton's death, her family and friends are holding a memorial service tonight. That's at 5 p.m. at Ridge Hill Memorial Park in Amherst. And there's a special fundraiser happening today for a Menor teen. Over a year ago, 16-year-old Jack Sawyer was diagnosed with a rare form of bone cancer. His mom, Dawn, tells us Jack has recently had a setback and is now part of a clinical trial. Tonight, the Stadium Grill on Tyler Boulevard in Menor will host a spaghetti dinner in Jack's honor, and all of the proceeds will help Jack and his family. We have more information on how you can help Jack and his family at WKYC.com. Meanwhile, fans continue to remember Cleveland football legend Jim Brown, who passed away last week at 87. He was an incredible football player with a controversial personal life. Over the weekend at Brown Stadium, the team honored his career by lighting up the scoreboard with his number 32, and fans also stopped by his statue outside of the stadium to pay their respects. Now, Governor Mike DeWine has introduced a new program to protect residents from exposure to toxic lead. The Lead Safe Ohio program will use $150 million to prevent lead poisoning and remediate lead contamination. That includes screening and testing for lead poisoning, lead-safe building certification, and early intervention for people impacted by lead exposure. Now, in national political news today, President Biden and House Speaker Kevin McCarthy are scheduled to meet to talk about debt ceiling negotiations. The two reportedly talked over the phone while President Biden was returning from the G7 summit. McCarthy said that call was productive. Congress has a week and a half to come to an agreement before the U.S. would default on the national debt.
I certainly haven't changed my assessment, so I think that that's a hard deadline.
President Biden said he believes he has the power to raise the debt limit without Congress if he needs to, but it isn't something he can do on his own in time to avoid a default. Switching gears now to talk about your money. Northeast Ohio gas prices are slightly down as we start a new week. Gas Buddy reports that in Akron, drivers are paying about 9 cents less than last week, now averaging $3.50 per gallon. And it's the same average price in Cleveland, where prices fell by almost 8 cents per gallon. The national average is now $3.51 per gallon. Marathon weekend is officially over in Cleveland, and around 10,000 people raced in the half and full marathons, and this year on a brand new course. Will Lovner, we believe that's how you say his name, apologies if that's wrong, from Pittsburgh won the men's marathon with a time of 2 hours, 19 minutes, and 56 seconds. Ashton Swinford from Hudson won the women's marathon for the second year in a row with a time of 2 hours, 47 minutes, and 37 seconds. Alex Culler from Mansfield and Joanna Thompson from New York won the half marathon races. And we send a big congratulations to our WKYC family members who took on the half marathon. Our very own Matt Wins, who you see there, finished his race in 1 hour and 44 minutes. Neil Fisher was also in the race. He finished in 2 hours and 27 minutes. And he gets extra honors, by the way, in my book, because he ran that race at 7 a.m. on a Sunday after anchoring the What's Next Saturday newscast until 11:30 p.m. on Saturday night. So congratulations to them and to all of those racers. And the 2-night season finale of The Voice begins tonight right here on WKYC, and the finalists will perform live for the season 23 crown. Our own Sorelle from Lexington, Ohio is in the running, and the singing sisters say their support from here in Ohio, and especially in their hometown, means everything to them.
Crazy. They actually have billboards all over the state of Ohio.
Yeah.
I think the governor of Ohio just announced for the state to vote for us. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, the support has been amazing. So we're so thankful for our home state. We love you, Ohio.
Yes, and our local 97. It's like a local restaurant that we have. They actually hosted a viewing party for the semifinals, and I'm pretty sure that they are going to be doing it for the finale as well. So thank you so much for your love and support, especially from our little tiny village. I mean, it means the world to us that you guys support us.
Now, that restaurant that she mentioned, the local at 97 in Lexington, is hosting another watch and vote party tonight. Part 1 of The Voice finale starts right here on 3 at 8 p.m. Now, before we go, check this out. This is Thor the Therapy Dog, and he was being trained by the Cleveland State Police Department. And last weekend, he graduated with all of the other Cleveland State graduates and has now been promoted to Officer Thor.
Now have one final and special member of our community to recognize today. A member of our Cleveland State University Police Force and a very good boy, Officer Thor.
Oh, look at that sweet buddy. He is a very good boy indeed, with a very good brother, because Thor's brother Rune also graduated from training with the CSU Police Department last weekend, and he walked later that day. Look at those cute buddies. Congratulations to them and to all of the graduates this time of year. We're so proud of all of you. Thanks for being with us for today's edition of 3 News Daily. We'll catch you back here tomorrow with more top stories from Northeast Ohio. Have a great Monday, everybody.